Welcome back to another installment of Forza Motorsport 4 King of the Mountain. This time going to be tackling the two-wheel drive leaderboard. Now, obviously, if you join the stream, then you will know that we had many cars go up for Jimmy Kaido with different levels of success. Now, one of the cars that went up was the BMW M1, which landed itself in 4th place with a 433.9. And one of the other suggested cars that could have given it an interesting challenge would be this, the DeTomaso Pantera. So, that is what's going to be sent up today. This should be a very close challenge. You know, old supercar, you know, very similar era, I think it is. Yeah, I believe my years are correct. I don't know. I could be an absolute moron for all I know. But yeah, this could be... I think this should run very close with the M1. We've got some lovely arse. Big rear tyres there. 305s at the back, and it was 245s at the front. That is 305s at the back is some lovely sized tyres. Of course, I'm going to want the race rear wing. That is a much nicer rear wing than what we have now. Now, I would absolutely have loved to use this. However, I'm not allowed to use race front aero, so, you know, that is out of the question. If needs be, I can stick in a supercharger, which is tempting. If I need that little bit more power, it is tempting to use that, but I'm not going to just yet. I'll piss. I've pressed one too many buttons. Whoops. Hang on. No, back in the upgrade shop. Thank you. Right, okay, let's get some nice brakes on there. Nope, I managed to get them on. Some springs and dampers. Yes, and yes. Right, okay. We go down to £2,600. That is lovely. A race gearbox might need to be added into the car, possibly. I can't swap the engine. However, like I said, I can stick in an aspiration if needs be. It's looking like we're going to need an aspiration. Yeah, we're probably going to need... Actually, just before, what's that say? That's not adding too much. Right, okay. So, I can add twin turbos or I can add a supercharger. Usually, I would rather a supercharger, but before I do that, how much PI... you add actually a good amount. I'm going to add you as well, and I'm going to add you. Right, okay. I'm just going to add all of these gubbins, and then I'm going to decide on force induction, which that is it. Top speed shouldn't be an issue. Top speed really shouldn't be an issue for this thing. Yeah, why am I looking back here for? I literally just put it on. Aha, here we go. Yes. All of the power, 595 horsepower, 2,500 pounds. That's very good. 621 foot-pounds of torque as well. That is some nice numbers we're looking at here. Did I put all of this stuff on? Yes. Right, okay. Wheels. We're going to need to remove some weight here. Let's see what we can. Can I... These might look awful in this car. Okay, I can take off an extra £26. That's a good sign. Can I... what are these saying? Right, okay. That's a little bit too much. So 25... well, 26, sorry, is what we're looking at there. Not the worst thing imaginable. We'll put them on. Yeah, sure, why not? Right, okay, so this is the Pantera done. This actually is looking very strong. 595 horsepower, so roughly 600. Under £2,500 just. And 621 foot-pounds of torque. Very strong numbers, that. And as well with big rear tyres, 305s, I'm hoping for good stability. 245s at the front is not bad. Honestly, that's not terrible. Top speed should be good, 210 miles an hour. Yeah. 0 to 60, 4.6 seconds, 0 to 100 in 9. Braking distance, yep, that's all good. Level G's, 1.11. Right, okay. Yeah. This has got some good things, some strong stats going for it. Obviously, benchmark tape with a pinch of salt. But this could be relatively close. I reckon this should go very well. But there's only one to find out. Let's head up for Jimmy Kaido and see if my theory is correct. Here we are at the base of Fujimi Kaido. New Hero Club. I'm going to have 3 attempts to get this car up the mountain as quick as possible. The current leader is the Rosian Q1 with a lap time of 4:31.851. I don't know if this will beat it. I'm going to say no, but I think this should set something very impressive considering the M1 did, and this is a very similar type of car to it. So, you know, there's high hopes for it. It should be good. But let's see if it is. Right, okay, come on Pantera. Oh, it does sound good, this car. It really, really does sound good. Right, okay, let's not get too distracted with the engine noise. Engine noise, and let's get into the swing of things, and let's see what this car's like to drive. So we got a good launch, as to be expected, with huge rear tyres, got some good power going on as well. Yeah, the acceleration is very, very nice. Obviously a little bit wobbly. I didn't put on the roll cage, just thinking about, you know, I want to try and have as little weight as possible for it. Here we go. What's the acceleration saying? 101 miles an hour is very, very good. Nice. Okay, what is it like so far? Ooh, I can't be, of course, you know, being rear-wheel drive, we're going to expect a huge amount of oversteer. I can't be too much of an absolute buffoon with the throttle. However, so far, this is incredibly stable. This is lovely to drive, much better than the M1. The M1 was still actually really nice to drive, but very, very loose on the rear end. This is a lot more planted, so I'm hoping because of that this should be quicker. You know what I'm trying to say. I've managed to completely lose track of thought, so you know, there is that. What I've managed to do is I've added some hotkeys to my recording software just to try and make things a little bit more streamlined, and I pressed the wrong one, so I just ended the recording instead of pausing it. I mean, I suppose I've paused it in a way, but not the way I was intending it to. Oh god, let's worry less about that though. And through the 4 hairpins, the gears, no, right, okay, it's definitely, I can leave it in second with no problems whatsoever. Yeah, that back end is very nice and planted, which is a very, very good sign. Acceleration as well is great. We're not having too many issues with turbos. That's good. 137 miles an hour as we accelerate through the river section there. That is incredibly good. Just a little bit of understeer through there. I think I was just a little bit in the wrong gear. Could probably have shifted it down a second, might have helped. There we go. The long gear is proving a little bit of, actually a nice bit of stability for the car, which is always good to see. Oh, come on now, let's brake though. Let's not get distracted looking at the gear ratios and wrestle the car up for Fujimi Kaido. Yeah, this is lovely, absolutely lovely. Not a single complaint with the car so far. Really nothing to complain about. Get a little bit of oversteer through that corner, however, still incredibly controllable. Go wide, tuck it in. Oh Christ, I was probably a little bit too eager and early on the power for me. There we go, try and kick the back end out just to get through that corner. Very close to the wall there, a little bit too close. Christ almighty. Right, okay, let's get you through that corner. A little bit of oversteer on the way. Honestly, this is lovely. This is so much better to drive than the M1. So much more planted. Whether it's quicker, probably. I don't know if it's quick in a straight line. The M1 was very quick in a straight line. Oh dear. I think this is really going to be another case of speed versus grip. But of course, for this track, for Fujimi Kaido, you definitely want that little bit more handling than you do a hell of a lot of speed. But if the car can put all of that speed down, then it stands a very good chance of going very quick, which of course this is doing lovely. 137 miles an hour, probably a little bit cowardly on the brakes there. Could probably get away with a little bit more bravery, but I don't want to push it too hard. Right, okay, come on. We've got to try and get through these last couple of corners. See what time we're saying. It is seeming very, very fast indeed. Definitely going to be a good rival to the M1. A little bit of oversteer, however, it is not a problem. This first run is not going to be massively impressive, but what we're saying, we are doing a 4:35.2. Okay, yeah, there's got to be time there. Much time has got to be found, because that is that's a lot worse than I was expecting. That's sort of the Pontiac Fiero sort of pace. That was a 35.233. Right, okay. There's got to be time here. A lot of time. Roughly 1 point... Well, I need to find about 1.3 seconds. You know, so roughly 1.5 seconds, which I think is very possible with the Pantera. And that will set it better than its rival, the M1. Oh, that was a absolutely awful turn 1. Well, it's not going to be this run, I don't think. Now, I'm going to set the faster time. Definitely not. Definitely not, because that was ridiculous, mate. However, what are you doing? What are you doing, you absolute... Nah. That is not good driving for me in the slightest. I probably should edit that out, but I managed to do 104 miles an hour over the red crest, but the poor Pantera has suffered damage from the behind the hands of a grade A moron trying to get it up the mountain as quick as possible. Right, okay, so this run is dead instantly. If I manage to set something quicker, I'll be really, really surprised, but I'm not expecting anything quicker from this attempt here. I need to get that absolutely ironed out for the final attempt. Oh dear, that was a little bit... Yeah, I think I just gear shifted and that just spit the rear end out. Okay, that's a very, very easy solution to sort out. Ooh, God, come on, through here. Yeah, look at that. It is actually really nice to drive. There's not a lot of understeer as well, which is a very good sign indeed. The back end is planted, the front end, you know, is turning in nicely. I say that as I understeer quite a lot into the first of the 4 hairpins. That's, you know, I just ate my own words there, spoke too soon. But you know, that does happen. Right, okay, come on now. Yeah, it is absolutely lovely to drive though. Yeah, really, really nice. I've got a lot of confidence with this car. A hell of a lot with it. I just need to really execute. 120 miles an hour through that chicane is ridiculously fast. That is insane. That is some of the fastest accelerating cars that we've seen so far. Is bloody balmy, this thing, and it's got the grip to go with it. That's the main thing. Not only is it very fast, accelerating, it's got that grip to go with it. I think the M1 is definitely faster accelerating than the Pantera, but the Pantera is so much more stable through the corners that I think that's where it's gaining its time. I'm probably not being aggressive enough with the car that I need to be. So, you know, I'll try and get that much improved for the final run, but I seriously have zero complaints with the Pantera. It is doing an absolutely remarkable job. Oop, that was a little bit too early on the power for me, trying to eke whatever I can out of this already dead run. Come on, let's I want to try and just induce a little bit of oversteer, try and get that front end just swung into the corner just that little bit more, but you know, I need to also be regulating the power that I actually apply to do that, to get that back end kicking out, you know, because if I'm just an absolute clot like I am usually, it's going to absolutely backfire and it's going to ruin the car's lap, ruin the car's run, you know what I mean. Yeah, the acceleration up here, got a fair bit of airtime over the little crest there. That is, yeah, got very floaty over there. That's really, well, not like it mattered anyway. Well, I'll see what I can do, but, you know, let's ignore this one, say it never happened, and then, you know, we can just move on very, very swiftly. Right, okay, come on. Yeah, because, what, I don't even think, it's going to be like a 37, possibly. 36. Yeah, right, okay, that never happened. Come on, wake up. Right. Final attempt. Final attempt. We know what the Pantera is like. Fantastic through the corners. Fantastic acceleration. Mightn't be the greatest accelerating car out there for rear-wheel drive. However, what it is massively more than good enough. It is great. All I need to do is just extract the most out of it. Get a huge two wheels moment there over the crest into a little bit of an oversteer moment. However, plenty of confidence with the car, getting it nicely through that chicane. The brakes are very, very nice as well, as it should be. What we're going to do over here, 102-ish miles an hour. That's still very, very fast. However, not quite as good as last time. But, you know, I haven't binned it into a wall so far, so we're already off to a much better start. Just getting as close to the walls as I dare, trying to use every inch of tarmac, kicking up some dust in the process of extracting everything I can out of the Pantera. Lovely through there. Do a little bit of a short shift. Okay, a little bit of oversteer. That's fine by me. That's absolutely fine by me. Actually, to be honest, getting the oversteer a little bit earlier sort of helped out in a way. Yeah, it kind of did help out getting that earlier oversteer moment. Right, okay, let's get you through there. Much nicer this time out. This is feeling much better already, and it's not that hard. 90 miles an hour. Let's get on those brakes harshly into the 4 hairpins now for the final time. Power out of it. Use those huge rear tyres to get all that grip down. Yeah, even though it's got a lot of tyre spin, wheel spin, I've still got so much confidence in this car. It is just absolutely unbelievable. This is up there as one of my favourites to drive. This has been lovely. Just zero complaints. I try and straight line as much as possible. The chicane, yep, I managed to do that. On the brakes, try and get it close to the apex. That's more like it. Get it down the second. Up towards the 50% hairpin now. Come on. This is feeling more like it. Let's try and get some acceleration out of here. That's a little bit more like it. Not too much wheel spin. That's fine. Over the crest. That's the other thing as well. The DeTomaso is actually handling these bumps really damn well. It really is. The slightly higher ride height is causing no issues for these little sections here. It just absolutely glides over them like they're not even there. It's bloody fantastic. Ooh, okay, a little bit eager through there, but again, it's just no real qualms with it. Let's get through the waterfall car park now for the final time. Quite a fair bit of understeer into that corner this time out. Might set me up a little bit better for up here though. Let's try and carry as a lot of speed. There we go, a little bit better. That's more like it. Go wide, try and use oversteer to get that front end swung into the corner. There we go. This is feeling quick. This is feeling very quick, but is it going to be quick enough is the huge question. Oh, that was a lot of speed going into this section. That's probably going to cost a little bit. Very, very close to the wall. Just keeping my foot planted as much as I dare, just to try and eke whatever speed I can out of the car. Right, okay, up past the Lake Straight. I'm coming up with new names as I go along for the final time. Come on, we should get some good speed here. 138, harsh, very hard on the brakes, and we managed to get it stopped. That is fantastic news. getting it stopped, keeping it on the inside, trying to carry all of the corner speed. Come on, Pantera. You're doing so good this far. Now let's not, well, for me, mental note to self, do not let this car down. Whoa, that's fine, that's fine. It's controllable oversteer. Come on, one more corner to go. Can it beat the M1? I don't know. It's going to be close. It is very close. Oh, it doesn't quite. It really doesn't quite beat the M4. The M4? What the hell am I on about? The M1. Very, very close to each other, though. Very close. How close? Let's discuss that now. So, the DeTomaso has found itself in 6th place, being just that little bit behind the M1 and the Lotus Evora. Yeah, it was an absolutely incredible car to it, and yeah, very, very closely compared to the M1, as you probably would expect. And it definitely, I think the Pantera was absolutely the better car to drive than the M1, but the M1, I think it had good enough handling and the acceleration was just that bit better than the Pantera, so it meant that the M1 was just able to extract that little bit more performance out of it. However, the Pantera was so much more consistent, so much nicer to drive, and yeah, I would pick this one over the M1 to go up the mountain. So, there we are. I'm going to cut there for a video. Do hope you enjoyed. All feedback is appreciated. If you have any car you want to see me throw up the mountain, do let me know in the comments below. Other than unicorn cars, I don't have any. Yeah, if you want to join my Discord as well, there'll be a link in the description. Feel free to join. However, that's it from me. Take care, and ciao for now.